are sitting down with the best. It's 94 feet, nothing more, nothing less. Started from the bottom, now I made it past the steps. But you gotta have a vision like, what's your triple threat? 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet with Coach JT. 94 feet.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to the episode of 94 Feet with Coach JT. As always, do me a favor, subscribe to the pod. Hit me up on YouTube, Facebook, X, whatever else. Catch your episode on there, man. As I try to just highlight a lot of dope young athletes, talented players from around the area, Sacramento, Greater Sacramento, Bay Area, California in general, man. Again, 94 Feet with CoachJT.com. Got your dope merch up there, man. Catch the latest episode. As again, this last month and a half of this hoop season, I'm focused on a lot of high school athletes, basketball, local and out of town, man. Again, a shout out to my boy Dave McClure, man. Got his shirt on, Fundamentals of the Game. My boy's coaching at West Park up in Rockland, the Roseville area, but also one of my high school teammates, man. Dave McClure, Fundamentals of the Game. Looking for training for your girls or boys. Hit my boy up, Dave, man. That's my dog. All right, we're gonna jump into this quick introduction and get into this this interview. The gentleman got a chance to watch him play a few weeks ago. In a local gym here in Sacramento. Dope point guard, real energetic, real leader, only a sophomore. He's currently at Amador Valley PG, Jaylen Smith. Let's get him on here. Jaylen, how you doing, man?
Good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'm good, man. I appreciate you taking time out your day. Get this started. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a shock. I was messaging you guys started at the game, and I was like, oh, yeah, this kid got some game to him, but also I can see the growth that's going to come, man. Just how you doing today?
I'm great, man. I appreciate you having me on here, man.
Oh, no problem. Man, let's get into it a little bit, though, man. We're going to just go try to people again. So this is Jaylen's first interview, he said. So I'm pretty stoked to be able to bring it to his people, his family, but also people in Sacramento to keep an eye on this young man. Let's just talk about the kind of the origin, Jay, of just was basketball for you a first sport or any other sports you did growing up, or has it always been a ball in your hand since day one, bro?
It's always been basketball, man. I mean, I used when I was little, I used to want to play like football. I used to want to do soccer, baseball, all types of sports. And baseball, I always watch this movie called Sandlot, and I can't
Sandlot,
you know. And then plus my grandparents, my mom's side, they were baseball athletes. Joe Morgan, he went to Hall of Fame, played for Oakland A's, which is my grandpa's brother, my great uncle. And then football. I just want to play that, but then I always watch little highlights of I'll see little body slams, and I'm like, oh God, this is safe for me. And so I just think to basketball. So
that's what's up, man. So early on basketball, man. Nowadays, and you're in a generation era where you guys have so much access to footage and videos and highlights. Who are some of the athletes that you watch consistently, or you kind of watch okay, this is how I want to mimic my game after, or this is what I'm gonna be like. This I'm gonna be better than growing up.
I watch everybody. I like modeling my game after Kyrie game. I like watching Steph Curry, and then I'll watch defensive athletes too, because I want to be a two-way player, you know. Oh. And I'll watch Jaylen Brunson. I'll watch Rajon Rondo too. Mm-hmm. He's a point guard, so I wanted to going into high school, I wanted to mimic how I want to be a point guard. So.
Those are some elites for sure, but also some proven guys, man. Also, just as far as I could just tell, man. I'm gonna ask this early right now because the energy and kind of intensity level you play with, is that something that you've built up to, or that's something you've always had? Because just seeing on the court, I can tell you either on somebody's weight program or you're doing some hellified push-ups and sit-ups at the crib, man. To be able to play a little physical at that guard position, is that something you felt like you had to add to your game always, or you had to have that, or is that something you've working toward to get there?
For sure. It was working to it, man. Because middle school, I wasn't that big. I was skinny kind of. So going into as an incoming freshman, I know I had to implement time of just spending time in the weight room or stuff like that. And so going into my sophomore year, I always watch how LeBron and Steph Curry, how they keep their mass. Mm-hmm. And so they work out after games and after practices. So even if it was push-ups or even just pull-ups, I just have to do something where to keep my weight up, you know. So
Yeah, you can see it. I can see it in the game, watching the game, man. Not shy from contact, initiating a lot of contact too, and getting to the free throw line, bro. Like I tell you, it's a lost art, man. You want to get to them double-digit points that come from free throw shooting, right? You talked about just going from your freshman and sophomore year. What were some things you felt you had to add outside the weight room to your bag, as they say now, to your game to be able to be even more effective going to your sophomore year?
Emotions and body language. That was my big pet key because like freshman year when I go for like 0 for 5, 0 for 6 on 3-point line, I was shut down. And so going into like this year, I make sure that won't happen. And just if I can't shoot, always get to the basket, find to do something otherwise in the court, you know. So
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean, I was coaching now, still here in SAC, and I tell the guys this. I mean, been telling me emotional. You never know who's watching, but also like, especially as a lead guard, like the players, the coaches are watching you. Your teammates are like, okay, watching you see how you can get riled if you're able to kind of show the intensity and passion through adversity. So that's definitely a plus. How much hours you clocking, man? How much training work you really putting in, bro? Because again, we're in the generation where everything's a highlight, quick highlight, a TikTok highlight of something, but it's the unseen hours, as you know, is what gets you where you're at. How many hours do you say you put in work? Just starting out in, let's go middle school wise. What was your workouts like?
it was so before school, I always wake up 5 in the morning, 5:30 a.m. Get to the gym at 6 a.m. Work out with my dad and my stepbrother. And so for 6 to 7 o'clock, we just work on strength and conditioning. And around the 7 to 8 o'clock period, we basketball. So I'll go to school and then come back. I'll go to my dad's gym and then I'll do another workout for 2 hours. And just really hit the shooting machine. So
That's what's up, man. It's a grind. People like to say that you got to clock them hours, bro. Goals for yourself. Coming as a freshman, like I said, your freshman year, what were some things that shocked you? Like, oh, this is different. Like coming out of middle school, like middle school, you probably top dog, you killing, you eating, you like, okay, it's freshman. I'm back on the totem pole. I gotta earn. What were some things you felt like that really shook you up a little bit? Like, okay, now I gotta adjust.
physicality and speed.
Mm-hmm.
That was main. It was, and just learning to be more vocal because I was quiet. I'm still kind of quiet too. So I'm learning to get out of my comfort zone.
Nice.
It's more of those things.
Nice. And as a point guard, that is something that's needed. As a coach for me, I'm like, look, my point guard, I'm tough on our point guards, but you got to be me on the court, right? You got to be it because you got to lead. You got to be the leader above the leaders, though, too. But that's good for you, man. Again, to be only a sophomore, taking on early. I want to talk about, though, academic stuff, man. Can't forget this. Can't forget academics. What's school like for you? You can give me the honest opinion. Like, how's that schoolwork going? How's the school? How you doing in school over there, man?
Scored okay. I mean, it's my grades. It's not where I want it to be at, but it's not where like I'm ineligible either.
No, for sure.
I don't know. It's a lot.
Well, and your sophomore, junior years are probably the two that give you the most, especially with you sacrificing time to be in the gym. But I tell everybody, you got to be a student first. You know what I mean? Because just academically and those resources from academics and the networking, I'll say the biggest thing, the networking from being academics or classmates can take you a lot of places too, man. So I'm like, Shay, we always got to talk about academics, but also, and every student has different struggles in school or different stuff. So like you do in the gym, man, you just got to keep pushing forward, right? Get extra time in, get some tutoring in, stuff like that, man, because you got to be eligible to play, you know what I mean? And you got to be able to be on that floor. So it comes hand in hand. So keep it up on that aspect too, man. Currently, right now in your high school season overall, what are just some things that you're looking to accomplish as a team the rest of the way here as we're kind of halfway through this thing, man? It's almost over, more than halfway. It's almost the fourth quarter of this thing starting. What are some things you're looking to get done with your team and finish the rest of the season?
Make it further in playoffs because last year we lost second round league playoffs and lost first round in NCS. And as of right now, we have a good start to as a season because we won. Right now we're 2-1 in league, and that's like because like we went 1-8 last year, 1-8 like the worst, and so just make it as far as possible in the playoffs. I don't think we're gonna make it to state, but I know like if we just continue the path and being like this thing together, build energy around each other, we'll make it far.
Do you guys have a fairly young team or kind of evenly distributed or a lot of seniors or what?
I'm the youngest one on the team, so it's more of juniors and seniors.
Okay. All good. So it's on your shoulders a little bit too, but I mean that's what comes with territory. That's what's up, man. Overall, just how big and I heard about the family history and lineage of sports in general. Just how much who do you owe kind of the success or that who you want to give some props to though, as far as supporting you through your journey through this basketball thing, man, and people who've been there for you, stuff like that. You want to shout them out?
First, I want to shout out to my parents, man. I mean, they really pushed me to like a lot. My mom has always been hard on me on the school aspect. My dad has always hard on me on the basketball aspect. So I get that balance. Shout out to my high school coaches. Like they always see me down. They always like pull me to the side. They always talk to me if I'm always down. So I want to shout them out.
That's what's up. If you could have a conversation, man, with one of your players you looked up to kind of mimic your game after would like talk to, who would you want to talk to, and what would you ask them? What would you ask them?
I'll ask Kyrie. Like, that's a tough one. I've not really thought about that, but I'll just ask like, I don't know. I haven't thought about that one, but I always want to ask Kyrie something.
So, but just in general, you want to talk to Kyrie. So, maybe it could be just multiple questions though, but just
more in a conversational purposes. I'll say that.
Because that'd be somebody you could have a long conversation with. Because Kyrie is super intelligent, so you could have a lot to say. That's right. Nothing wrong. I have the question right now, but to have a lot of conversation with Kyrie, that sit down would be definitely dope, man. That'd be definitely memorable for real. Going forward though, what's some outside of we talk about going forward, playoff wise, just in general for yourself though, man? And we're not thinking, like personal, individual accolades that got outside of everybody else, but just in general for yourself though too. What are some things you want to accomplish, man? You got 2 more years left of high school, man. What are some things that maybe on like a checklist for you or something like that, stuff like you want to knock off? Okay, I want to do this, I want to do that.
Main key is to be happy of what I'm doing, and just keep pushing in regards to when I'm at highest and lowest. Just keep pushing through adversity.
That's what's up. End goal. What's your end goal? Like I said, once high school is done, what's next for you? Or do you have anything written down? Have you talked about having a goal like outside of is it next level stuff? What's next phase for you as you get ready to transition? I mean, yeah, you're a sophomore, but it's gonna go by fast, my guy. What's the next plan for you? You want to play at the next level collegiately? What's up?
I want to play at Division I. I want to play Division I and try to make it to pros. That's my goal.
That's what's up. Hey, I would say things like that. You gotta put it on paper. So you know what I mean? Just a lot of stuff comes to fruition when you write it down, young fella, and put it down and keep working. Outside of basketball, what are some things you do to help you relax from the work you put in or kind of detach a little bit? What do you do for yourself?
Recover. I'll try to meditate. So I feel like meditate really like clears off a lot like what I got going on regards to negative, positive.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Meditation. That's nice. I see you got some plaques on that wall behind there, man. What is some you tournament plaques or high school plaques or what? You got a little collection going on back there?
Yeah, it's more of it's a lot of positivity. Just
okay.
One of them says, "Don't just wish for it, work for it."
Okay.
Kyrie poster, no alarm clock needed. My
nice.
dad picked me up. I even got one. My mom put a poster. She put a poster for me to always remember. So it's a lot. It's a lot of things to remember. You know.
I see you got the basketball net blanket on the bed. Real baller, huh? Hey, always on it. That's what's up, man. You really and I asked a lot of guys though. Do you like it? Do you love it? I got a vibe that you love it though.
Oh yeah.
Feel. So I think that'll make that's a big difference on just that alone. Having that love, that passion, young fella, take you pretty far, but also to help you get to reach some of the goals you got for yourself. One personal goal for yourself though. The end of this year, what would you like to accomplish personally for yourself? You can be a little selfish right now.
I haven't came up with one, but I would just say continue to keep being the best version of myself.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. All right. So most at the end of every episode, man, I ask the players, as you know, the baller, the triple threat, right, is dribble, pass, and shoot. However, I'm gonna shift it for those, especially this being your first interview. People are gonna watch this. You're gonna send it to your folks, to your boys, to your parents. But I want to get your personal triple threat about you personally, though, right? So I'm meeting you for the first time. I can say, oh, you know what? This is what Jaylen. This is how Jaylen moves. 1, 2, 3. Give me your personal. Give me 3 things that people see you or watch you play or hear you see your name or see you on video. So okay, yeah, that's Jaylen. Like, give me 3 things that you think that can kind of stamp you or kind of verify you who you are, how you go about your business and life or on the court or whatever like that. Give me your personal triple threat.
Discipline, ambition, and confidence.
Confidence. You had them ready. You had them ready. Discipline, ambition, and confidence.
Yep.
Take you a long way, man. Like I said, I appreciate you, man. Hey, best of luck going forward. Again, you're a sophomore in it, so you got some time to keep working. I would say just keep being you, like you said, the best version of you. That's all you can be, man. And just keep grinding and make others around you better too, though. Because they need you as much as you need them, bro. And then the sky's the limit, man. I definitely enjoy watching you hoop, man. Just the energy and passion you put on the floor and just how intense you are. I love it, bro. Like I said, I love it. And hope everybody else does too. When you get your wish, you'll play at the next level, man. But it'll come with the hard work. One more time, give it to me. You said it. Passion,
ambition, discipline.
And discipline, man. You heard it. Jaylen's triple threat live on 98.4 Feet with Coach JT, the point guard, the young point guard at Amador Valley. We appreciate your time tuning in. Tap in with Jaylen. Follow him on the IG. Follow his school. Give the man a shout out, man. The episode will be dropping here real soon. Y'all see it, man. Again, we appreciate you, man. Jaylen, Coach JT, live on 98.4 Feet with Coach JT. We out. Peace.
Peace, man.